Whoever you are, you're stepping into this Marilyn Monroe effect, or as I like to call it, this sirens call effect era of your life, okay? You are really calling in eyes, you're really calling in attention, and this whole Marilyn Monroe effect as well, she has this ability to turn it on and off. So you may be starting to notice that there's particular instances where you go out and there's a lot of eyes on you, there's a lot of heads turning, there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of attention. And you may also have moments where you just don't really feel like interacting as much. You kind of turn off that expression. You turn off that. It's really charm at the end of the day. You guys are really charming. You just have a lot of attention on you right now. A lot of attention. So we're going to see what this is about. But I've not been able to stop seeing Marilyn Monroe all over my TikTok. I've been getting so many sirens call oil purchases as well as sirens call spell work rituals. And it's like everybody is like, the siren energy it's coming galore, so I definitely needed to do a message on this. But let's get some cards and let's see what messages that you guys have in regards to this Marilyn Monroe effect, in regards to the siren call effect. So many eyes right now. We have the 5 of Swords and we have the 10 of Wands with strength. Okay, so I feel like especially with Marilyn Monroe, you might be experiencing some hate. You might be experiencing some evil eyes, some envy, some projection on you at this time. But Spirit is reminding you that you've walked your path. You've learned your lessons. You've fought your battles. And I honestly feel like with this confirmation, the 5 of Swords is you have a lot of individuals. Confirmation again, you have a lot of individuals who are wanting to compete for your time, compete for your space, compete for your energy, compete with one another to gain access to you. It's like I'm hearing exclusivity. You're giving this exclusive energy. You're giving, your time is worth something, your energy is worth something, your love is worth something, and you're really, like, there is a price to pay, and people know this. So some people also as well, I feel like with this 10 of Wands, people know if they can't pay the bill, if they can't, front the service, that they're not going to be able to be in your life, or they're not going to be able to be in your life for long. You have such a quick sense to understand those who are around you, who are trying to siphon off of you, who are trying to gain access to information, who are trying to, use you for your perspective, use you for your insight, use you for your intuition, and you don't allow that behavior. I think with this whole sirens call too, it's like those who are trying to project these burdens onto you, those who don't want to see you in a successful light, it's like you eat them up. You take all of that and you use it to propel yourself forward all the more. So anyone who is sending you evil eye, hate, envy, it's really just working in your favor at this time. The Hermit, you've taken some time. I love this card. The Hermit, you've really taken some time to learn more about yourself. The High Priest is literally right beneath that. And because of that, you're operating out of this, again, this ability to turn it on and off. You may be able to walk into rooms and really be able to tell what people are thinking, what people are saying behind the scenes, what people want to say towards you, and it's all for a reason. 313, like Hecate coming through so strongly right now too with the Hermit and the High Priestess. You really just give this mysterious element as well, like the siren energy, this Marilyn Monroe, like this exclusive energy. When you walk into a room, people know that you don't need to fill your time with people. You don't need to fill your time with low vibrational activities, group situations. Like, you're really about introspection. You're about furthering yourself. And people know, again, that they can't try stuff with you because the intuition that you have is insane. The way that you're able to read people, the way that you're able to see people's past lives, the way that you're able to tap into their energy, it's in a way that they know that they can't hide. They know that they can't not be seen. And it as much as it scares them, it's also part of that element that pulls them in, because they're curious to see how you're able to manipulate the energies in the room. They're curious to see how you are able to read the room, how you're able to read people's minds, like literally. And I know Marilyn Monroe was, blonde hair, often in like white, kind of just more of that like preppy, uppy vibe. I felt called to put on this shirt before I got ready, and I'm just noticing this crow. It doesn't necessarily, that doesn't have to be your aesthetic, okay? More than anything, it's the mystery. It's the eye contact. It's the way that you talk. It's the way that you're able to turn it on and off. Like, you may have studied psychology. You may be really into that. You may be into human behavior. You may have studied like sociology, as well as coming through But you just know how to, again, manipulate energies. You know how to redirect energy in the room. You know how to call eyes on you, and it's working in your favor. So what other messages do we have for this collective spirit? I'm just hearing work with it. Like, it is helping you out in so many different areas. Literally the Page of Coins and the Nine of Swords in the reversal. It's literally like you're using this ability, you're using the energy, you're using the eyes, you're using the lust, you're using the desire, you're using the hate, you're using the envy, like both sides of the spectrum here. You're using all of it to propel yourself forward. And so that's why it's so important for you to continue using this. For some of you guys, you're not maybe used to the attention, you're not used to eyes on you, you're not used to energy being sent to you in the capacity and the ways that it is at the current moment. But Spirit is really reminding you that you're alchemizing all of this, and it's really working in your favor. It's working in your favor. And at the end of the day, with the King of Swords here and the Four of Wands, I got to cover them real quick. Spirit is reminding you that you get to operate out of your authenticity during this entire process. And that's something that very few people get to say that they get to do. And that's something worth celebrating. So yes, you might have some people hating, you might have some people jealous, you might have some people projecting. But this ability that you have, it's golden. It's going to get you to the places that you want to go. So anyone who's telling you not to use it, anyone who's telling you that, you know, it doesn't work or is pissed off that you have it, is exactly that. They're just pissed off that you have it because they know. They foresee this being you, the Four of Wands, celebration, enjoying yourself, having enough, you know, living the life that you want to live. Some people don't want to see you rise to the top. So that's all the more to just keep grinding and rise to the top anyways. So that is what I have for you guys. Keep on shining. I love this collective. I love my Siren collective. If you do feel called to purchase my Sirens Call oil or any of my other oils, book a personal reading or my spell work, it is in my website. And the only way to do it is in the link in the bio. So that's what I have for y'all. Mwah.